The wedding for the princess is almost here, and you are looking for the best gift. So you're going to head to the Dragon Market.
Hey guys, and thanks for joining us at Tantrum House Studio 3. I'm Will Meadows.
And I'm Sara Meadows, and today we're reviewing the game Dragon Market. This is from Blue Orange and from designer Marco Tubner and artwork by Tomek Larek.
It's for 2 to 4 players. It's a strategic movement game that takes about 45 minutes to play. Blue Orange sent us a copy to check out, so let's take a look at how it's played.
To set up the game, take turns randomly placing the boats on the board.
Fill each empty space on the boat with a stack of 2 matching tokens.
Each player places their sailor on the pontoon in the corner and is given coins depending on their turn order. Everyone is dealt 1 card, and then you're ready to begin.
On their turn, players will roll the dice to see how many actions they'll get for the turn. For 1 action, they may move 1 space, rotate a boat 90 degrees, or they may slide a boat any number of spaces in 1 direction.
Players may gain coins by forfeiting actions and then spend them on a later turn.
If a player lands on an item token that is shown on their card, they may collect it, and once they have captured all of the items necessary to fulfill their card, they return to their pontoon in order to turn in the items and draw a new card.
Once a player has completed 2 cards, they win.
In Dragon Market, each player has their own objective card that shows several really cute looking iconic images that they're trying to collect. And so players will be hopping from boat to boat, steering them around, rotating them, and moving them in an attempt to be the first player to strategically maneuver everything on the board in order to collect their items.
On your turn, you'll roll the dice to see how many actions that you get. So you aren't guaranteed a set number of actions every turn. And then you will need to strategically move around the board trying to collect those sets. There are a couple of different variants that you can play in the game. There is the standard blue cards that we showed in the setup, and those have 4 items on them, and just whoever gets 2 cards completed first wins. But there is also an advanced setup, and there is a team play mode as well.
In the game, players will be using that limited number of actions that they've been able to roll to basically just maneuver as quickly and as minimally as they can across the board to collect the items. The interesting thing is that those boats all kind of rotate in different ways depending on if the knob is in the middle or on the edge, and the whole puzzle of like, I gotta slide this one up so I can get this one over so I can pull this one back is really interesting just as you play it out on the table. You can do a little bit of planning ahead on your turn if you have a smaller player count. Once you have 4 people hopping around on the board, it's really difficult to kind of say, okay, if I get 4 motions, I'm going to go there, 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 and there, because by the time it gets to your turn, that boat will be moved, this piece will be over there, and 3 people will be in your way. But it's really neat. Everything does move pretty quick, and so when it does get to your turn, usually you can figure out what 6, 7, or 8 motions you're going to take, and it feels really fulfilling when you manage to do a sweet twist to hop over to grab another one and shoot yourself way ahead of everybody else in the game.
You can kind of pay attention to what other players might be doing or moving towards. If you know they have all their items, you can definitely move boats around so that it helps you and may kind of block them in a corner.
What's that? It's not hate drafting, hate sliding.
Yeah. And then you just need to be the first one to collect 2 cards if you're playing in regular mode.
Yeah, in the advanced mode, you actually, once you collect all the items on your card, you get a special bonus action, and some of those break the rules in the game in really fun ways and can be really powerful as you try to reduce your movement by 1 or 2 pieces.
Yeah, those cards for the advanced mode only have 3 items that you're picking up, and then they have that bonus ability, and so in the game you'll be collecting 3 cards to win the game, so that you have 2 different cards that you can use to use that action to move around.
In truth, I think when you play it, most of the time that I played this game, I've had a really good time with it. I actually want to play it longer most times, especially in the advanced mode, because now that I have 2 or 3 abilities unlocked, I really want I want to use that 3rd ability on the card. I get it, game's over, I win. I really think you could play a longer, play 4 or 5 cards or something with 2 players. With 4 players, it does definitely change the way the whole game feels. It is a little bit less strategic. You are like moving around other people. Maybe there is a little bit more hate interacting. Overall, though, components are really nice. The artwork is really fun, and I've had a really good time with it.
Yeah, same here. I have noticed it's a little bit easier to win, at least in several of the games that we've played, if you are going first or second than it is those lower player counts. But they do mitigate that by giving those players more coins. So they just need to be really strategic in how they use those coins to gain additional movements during the game.
Yeah, it usually does come down to 1 or 2 movements and who went first. Because, well, at least if you're playing with equally ranked players, because you kind of can see where you need to go. You pick the card that has the best options on it. Yeah, really tight games.
Yeah, for the advanced mode, they do change things up a little bit and allow you to select the card that you would like. So instead of just getting dealt whatever and trying to move around the board to get those items, you can choose. So there is a little more planning and thinking for that advanced mode.
If it sounds like something you would enjoy, then be sure to check out Dragon Market from Blue Orange. And then, as always, thanks so much for liking, subscribing, and following along here at Tantrum House. Hey guys,
It's from designer Marco
Aurelius. Abstract motion-oriented game. Motion-oriented.
Strategic movement.
Strategic movement game.
Tubner and art by
Another person. Dragon Ball.